Madam President, thank you for being here and thank you for motivating us. And I really thank our friends in the European Parliament for providing momentum to the motivation that you provide us to find action, because this problem has been talked about for a long time. When they met, when the MEK met with General Odiano, he said that he appreciated that they would be helpful, but in exchange for saying yes, the MEK received a promise of protection. A promise of protection from the United States, a protection that was recognized by the United Nations. It was a very important commitment understood by the United Nations. Unfortunately, the United States and the United Nations did not keep their end of the bargain. I believe that the MEK did keep their end of the bargain, and that they are allies in the war on terror, and that they did lay down their weapons. It would have been very easy to pull them out or to reconstitute them to fight a battle that they didn't invite, that visited them on April 8th of this year. The evidence that we have seen of that attack on April 8th is undeniable, but the evidence is undeniable. And it is embarrassing to sit here and say that happened after a promise had been made. I'm also embarrassed because good people, strong people, who have not asked for help, they've only asked for protection, did not have that protection when they needed it most. The MEK are a wonderful people that have built not a refugee camp, but a city of hope that is remarkable. When you say Camp Ashraf, most people think of tents and people in poverty and people struggling. But Camp Ashraf is a vibrant city with schools and hospitals and educated people. 3,400 people, productive, adding value to their people and adding value beyond the community of Camp Ashraf. They can't be part of the world where they are. We have an obligation. I think every human being has an obligation to pay attention to the outrage that happened on April 8th. I think the United States has an obligation to feel guilty that their promise of protection wasn't kept, even when the obligation was transferred legitimately to the Iraqi government. But the Iraqi government did not meet any of their obligation. So we're calling attention to the challenge. We do have a moral obligation as a people. I think I have a moral obligation as an American to call attention to the problem and help to better understand the solutions. And again, the solutions will not be easy. And I compliment Representative Stevenson for the solution that you put forward and that the European Parliament has called attention to. But it's an important solution that should be considered. So I'm proud to be here. This is an interesting gathering of people with some pretty phenomenal titles. We have presidents and lords and generals and representatives and governors and ambassadors, and we have professors. But the truth is there are 3,400 real live people who are good and are part of the solution that are denied a chance to be a bigger part of greater solutions that the world desperately needs. So I say, call attention to the problem. The media, where are you? Policymakers, where are you? The MEK is not a terrorist organization anymore, and they haven't been for a long time. Delist them. Thank you very much.